Let's get back to the meat and potato. All right. 3. There's how many versions of Alien 3? 2?
I don't know how many, but I know the ox version and the dog version.
So we saw Doggo, which is still okay, and I mean that very loosely. Yeah, very loosely.
It's the worst version.
Look, I'll give it the props. It's the gang, the cast is great.
Yeah,
I gotta give them mad props. They got handed a shit sandwich for a script, and they made it work. That was cool. You gotta give them respect for that. But that's where it suffers, where the story is just everywhere. You got rid of the OGs, you bring in confusion, the alien impregnating. I mean the facehugger impregnating 2 people, creating a queen completely. What?
Yeah.
Off the start, you're like, what's going on? And it kind of just throws it for a loop, especially with the quality that dips halfway through. Them doing
the extreme CGI and green screen. That's like when streamers start their stream and they had the green bar around themselves because they didn't freaking.
I did that one time. I had that one time.
The color key, right? Yeah. Dude, that's what the second half of the movie does a lot, man. It's bad.
But it's just interesting because it's still fun to watch. You just know that the story is just kind of everywhere. And I didn't notice it, but when you mentioned it, you can see where he tried to make it his own. The director for this one, where he tried to just like, no, everything else is dead to me. This is my movie, and it still made it, and that made it worse.
Yeah,
killing Bishop, having a throwaway line, destroy me because I'm gonna be garbage.
Yeah,
killing
back to 100%.
Yeah, like bro, we can just put you in a toaster, bro. What you mean? Like, like we can make it work.
Yeah, like I guess to back up a little bit, to give context, the 2 versions we're talking about is there is another version where the ox gets impregnated and the alien still looks the same and comes from it, but later on they find the facehugger next to it, not knowing what it is, and it in fact is a royal facehugger. You can literally see, like, it's a full frame. You see the him pick up the royal facehugger. Royal facehuggers can impregnate twice. So the ox version of Alien 3 kind of makes sense, even though it still gets derailed because they're trying to cut out the dog parts that are in the movie. So it's kind of chopped in a weird way. That's why none of the versions are 100% legit, because we still don't know why the egg is on board. And Doggo version is just...
Would you did anybody make a fan cut, by the way, to where they try to fix this?
I don't know. I never looked up.
That's an idea, because just to let you know, the Hobbit movies, all 3 movies, they're coveted and they love them, and I love them because I'm a sucker for a decent or a good story. That's why I love Lord of the Rings. But the Hobbits, yes, they stretched 1 book to 3 movies. So it is fluffed up like a motherfudger. So there is a fan cut. All 3 movies are cut to, like, I think a 2-hour and like 2.5, 3-hour max. All 3 movies, which is like known in the community as like, this is the way to watch The Hobbit. You want to watch Lord of the Rings? You put the extended edition, fancy everything, and that's like 12 hours of your life right there. But The Hobbit, they cut that shit down. So I wonder if there's that for Alien 3, because I know we just finished it with humans, and you know, it's always fun. We ripped it apart a little bit. I know we did. If you were here, it's just super lame at the same time, because the critique is it's just bad writing. Like it feels a bit ill will, because the director kind of yeeted the roots of this of the cast of the OGs. Just
he took the easy way out.
Yeah,
instead of writing good story for them, he's like, nah.
Which sucks, because like the cast, what I mentioned, they're all great. The actors did a fucking good job. I had fun watching them. Not to the same level as the first one or second one, but they're cool. They're fun. They're badasses. I just feel lame just to say that, you know, like, to just sum it up, it's really just like bad writing. and you can just tell where the alien looks like shit with the really awkward CGI and layering.
Yeah,
that's like the best way to say. It's just janky, super janky.
Also, the pulse rifle sounds aren't pulse rifle sounds.
They're normal human gun sounds.
They're normal, like they're normal gun firing sounds.
And do they even have single fire?
No, they're semi. We played fire.
Isn't that what do you call it? Isn't that why they say burst shots, because you don't have an option to toggle?
Yeah, it's even in the game.
You're supposed to tap the fire rate because it doesn't have a 3 burst or a single. There's no way to change the fire rate, right? Like
even when you tap it, it's like it's like a 1 2 like 4. It's what it is. Yeah. That's why the mags are always like what 50 to like 70 shots, like 90. Like they're not little mags. They still run out really fast. Fire Squadron. Man, there's so many aliens. But the movie's watchable. I'm curious if we can go down and maybe do another way of watching the Ox, or if there's a fan make. It just feels bad because the cast is cool, but the writing is completely doo-doo. They keep doing things to kill the old stuff. They bring Bishop back. He gets eaten off because he won't be perfect anymore. Bring in the Wailing Yutani staff at the end. It's so neat. They end up the movie the way they do by killing the queen. It's just why you do this? It's why you do this.
Yeah, I found it. We're both right. It only fires in a 4-round burst or fully automatic. Those single shots don't exist.
I knew it!
What is this cannon break? 4-round burst or fully automatic firing modes. I'll post the full lore of the.
I may not be a nerd in alien stuff, but at least I know it's a tiny smidge.
Yeah, like nah, dude. There's no way they single shot. The movie's broke. Like the second half, he's just like fuck lore, fuck canon. Fuck the good props we obviously made. Who was the director
that made 3?
He's some Frenchy dude. He wanted to be like, fuck James Cameron and Ridley Scott. I'm gonna make my own version. He was very snooty about it. That's why
my own thing.
Yeah, that's why I didn't like
David Fincher. He made Fight Club, The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, The Killer. What? Zodiac Killer, The Social Network. Okay, that was an okay movie. I saw that one.
Special effects for
the guy behind Fight Club, really.
Constructed at the UK Shepperton Studios.
Well, since I'm not too forte in this one, where do you say is like the overall like what makes this the worst movie in Alien? Because for me, it's just the fact that
fact that
go on.
I'm all about the lore, and if there's continuity issues that are just so blatant, like why, like this movie cannot continue because you're doing this for the sake of your movie to exist, but you didn't present it in a way that is plausible. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and be like aliens don't exist, this movie doesn't exist, right? Now I'm not like that. I'm saying, where did this egg come from? The alien, we're taught that the queen can only create an egg when she has her that whatever you want to call that. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Perfect. So the queen can only.
I hate that I know that from a different way. Anyway.
Yeah. Like it can only put eggs that way. So where did this egg come from? And the fan theories are ridiculous. It carried an egg the whole time and it had it on the ship. When it fought Ripley, it put the egg away so that it can live. Oh my God, nah, that's copium up the ass. Like, I don't believe it. So when the movie starts, I immediately, when I first saw it on VHS, because my parents, I think, bought it for me at this weird, I don't even know, this movie place. It wasn't even like a Blockbuster or Hollywood. It was some random movie place and they had it for cheap. Like I think it was $3.79. I think if we still have the VHS at home, my brother can find it and take a picture. It has that orange ass sticker with a $3.79. It's probably packed away in either the attic or somewhere in the shed, or unless it's thrown away. But it had a $3.79 orange sticker. It had Alien 3 on it with the curled alien in the front, normal box on it, VHS. And when I watched that was the first thing I was asking, where'd this egg come from? So that derails the movie for me, because now I'm just like, wait a minute, where'd the egg come from? Why can the facehugger impregnate twice when in the first and second movie after it impregnates it immediately dies? Why isn't it not immediately dying now? And I'm just now I'm not focused on the movie because I'm asking these questions and I'm like, what is going on? Like where's this? And then the dog gets infected and then the aliens crawling around. And in one of the scenes where that guy gets hit in the face and it goes through the door because it mouth hits him and it goes through the door. I don't know if y'all guys noticed, I didn't bring it up, but the alien's standing and the alien hasn't been able to stand the whole movie. So that's another issue I have. I didn't bring it up because no one said anything, but like, I have issues with how the runner alien can't stand bipedal. They can't walk on two legs.
Oh shit.
It's a quadruped. So it's like making your dog stand. You know how it has that awkward, my legs are standing weird, but they can't stand straight.
They have like an they have like a weird arc.
Yes. So when he pokes that guy in the head and the guy dies on the door, he's standing because he's looking at him and it's standing. The logic is flawed there. So that's why there's just things where you already have me paying attention because you fucked up the beginning. What else did you fuck up? And I'm not paying attention to the movie only because I've watched the movie so many times. I know what it's about.
This is my second time watching it, so it was like rewatching it again. So yeah, that's why I asked, like, what did I miss? Because I caught the effect stuff.
I think for every 10,000th time I've watched the original Alien movie, I would say you can add a one time I've watched the Alien 3, because it's just like, I don't look forward to watching it because none of the questions have ever been answered, and it's an old movie. So this is what we're stuck with. It's one of those scenarios where, as an Alien fan, I cannot defend this movie in any way, shape, or form. There is no amount of copium or fake logic that I can present to you guys to justify why the egg is on board, and that ruins it for me. That's why I'm just, continuity really kills movies for me. So actors were great. The sound pretty all right. Sound design was all right. The props look good, not the CGI parts. Cool seeing the I guess like the Weyland-Yutani force, like finally seeing more of them, because this is our first time, whether we saw it years ago or now, this is our first time seeing Weyland-Yutani's military that isn't the Colonial Marines, because Colonial Marines are contracted. They provide them the weapons because they own everything, but it's the first time we actually see Weyland-Yutani forces with, you know, the weapons and whatnot. So that's cool. Yeah, it's just continuity. If I'm okay, I guess whereas Easter eggs and stuff really get me off when it comes to a movie, I would say continuity is the opposite, where it kills the entire movie for me. And that's why I don't like Alien 3, because we start the movie with me asking questions. You killed fan service characters. You have a random egg. The facehugger can infect multiple times.
Yep.
And it's just not sure. They clear up the with the Ox version, they clear it up and they give us the Royal. But now the rest of the movie's pacing is kind of jank. The second half still kind of stays the same. It's the janky bits where the dog is supposed to be taking a lot of our time and the aliens being born and all this stuff. None of that happens. So the symbolism where the guy's talking about life and death and the dog alien or the runner comes out of the dog because we're shipping these
when they're doing the respects.
The dog doesn't exist, so that whole back and forth and seeing the creature come out doesn't exist. So it's weird. Like, maybe we'll take a day and watch the Ox version, and you'll see what I mean, that it's kind of just like it doesn't fix it entirely. We still get some, the intro's still messed up, and then some of the scenes are chopped weird.
Yep, that's a bit better explanation than I had. My brain was still like, what is going on here? Why does he look like that when he's running? By the way, I did take a screenshot and I'll put it up. Yeah, it's My brain was just trying to get it going. That's all.
Yeah, like it's weird. If you tried to run on all fours, our bodies are not meant to do that, and vice versa. A quadruped cannot run in all fours. They have an awkward stance. So the fact that he's looking at it and it's just standing like normal, we don't see it stand the whole movie, but all of a sudden it has the ability to stand up straight. Like, what do I mean? I don't like. There's just issues, and you know, I know we ain't cinema sins or anything, but it's just like it's too blatant. I cannot as a hardcore Alien fan, I hate this one more than any of them. People want to hate on Prometheus and Covenant. Nah, 3 is a bad continuity, just ruins it for me. Like, at least with Resurrection, we can see death and all that happening. You know, we'll get to enjoy that. We can ignore some negatives and just focus on the death and still have a good time. Like, it's a good roller coaster ride. But 3, it's like, man, just enjoy the character. I think that's it, right? The characters are the only.
That's what I tried to wrap around. That I disagree with you. It's just I enjoyed the characters for what they were doing. The people were great.
Yeah.
It's just that, again,
I really love the preacher guy. He was great. That's, you know, I didn't hate any of the acting. I don't have that big of an opinion on actors, so whatever y'all feel, it's up to y'all. I won't fight y'all, but I think that's the only redeeming quality of 3. It's just the acting wasn't bad.
I think you just hit the nail on the head, though. They actively tried to destroy what was, and that puts you in a bad taste already. And then the confusion of the story.
I forgot. Colonial Marines is canon, so Hicks isn't dead. What now?
Oh yeah.
So
I don't know.
3.
Is this the part where we agree that 3 isn't canon anymore or something?
I mean, it's still canon because 4 is canon.
Oh fuck.
Because we do get a book. Because we get a comic, and if you love AVP, that comic will make sense for AVP fans. But if you don't, if you're part of the hardcore Alien fandom that doesn't think aliens and predators should coexist, they got a book for you, and it tells you what happens after resurrection. I haven't read it myself because I just recently found out about it. But yeah, it continues on after. So 4 is canon, and the books usually tend to be canon as well.
So I guess you took the win on this one, because my thing is just, it's a watchable movie with cool cast, and it's just not great in its continuity and writing. Like, yeah. But obviously, you pointed a lot more things out, and I'm just like, you know what? Yeah, he's right about everything. And we played Colonial Marines, so I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah,
that's illegal.
3 just becomes less plausible with Colonial Marines existing, so a lot of people are denouncing that. I mean, I'm like, I guess, but it still doesn't save the movie, honestly.
It's like what, like a D? If we had to give it something, like, it's just not.
I watch it because I enjoy the other movies in the franchise, and in order to enjoy those other movies, this one must exist. That's why I continue to watch it. Oof. So I guess D would be the rating, yeah, because
F is like non-redeemable. Like, F is like, no, get that, like, don't watch it. If you need to watch it once in your life, but don't go back. Yeah. I would say D.
There's some cool multiplayer maps that came from this movie in Colonial Marines and various Alien games. And there are actually 2, I think, DS or Game Boy Advance games that came from this movie. So those are fun. So I like the movie gave a lot of content for the people that enjoyed Alien, more than the movie provided as entertainment. So yeah, like I don't want to. I agree with the D because I don't want it to be an F where it's just like delete it out of your life, never talk about it. But like it helped propagate the franchise so that we can get a 4.
You got me curious for real, because I'm like, how is that one? Because even you said that one's a little better.
Yeah,
like, this was just something I watched and I tried to digest, and that's why I'm still. I mean, if I have to be honest, I'm still kind of dumbfounded that my only take is I like the characters. Like it's like it. You know what this feels like? Like Wish. When I saw Wish, and my brother told me, "Why did you waste my time?" And my only response was, "I like the villain song," and like everything else was non-redeemable. This is how it feels. Like I'm just like I like the characters. That's shit. That's all I got. Yeah, I don't know.
We don't know 100% if Bishop was human or not. And if you know, in the comments, let us know and post why you believe Bishop was a synth or why you believe he was human. Because that's a hot topic people still debate to this day.
I thought he was human because I saw red blood.
Yeah. That's why some people say he is. You know.
Nah, you never
Maybe
know.
there's, you know.
Just like, oh, there's aliens among us. Ah! All right, we're out of here. Let's go see number 4.
Hey, let's go.